So again, welcome to the Asher Institute International M1 Visa Students webinar. We want you to put all of your questions in the chat. This is the perfect time to do it as we're going through this. And we're going to answer those questions at the end of the seminar as they were received. Now, what we're going to talk about today, we're going to talk about who is Asher. We'll discuss our M1 Visa programs, our locations and partnerships, and finally, the enrollment process. So, who is Asher? Well, we're a well-known trade school in the United States of America, established in 1958 as a beauty school, formerly known as the Virginia School of Hair Design. In 2018, we officially became the Asher Institute of Hampton. Fast forward to 23, we were established as a CVEP program, which is the Student Exchange Visitor Program, a sector of the Student Exchange Visitor Information System, which is a branch of the United States Homeland Security, which allows us as an institute to recruit and teach international students all over the world. Let's discuss our N1 visa programs. Our top two programs are barbering, cosmetology. We're actively enrolling students now for those programs, but we also have a waiting list for the other programs I'm mentioning now. Our CNA program, Certified Nursing Assistants, Culinary Arts, Hospitality, Nail Technicians, Advanced Hair and Makeup, Wardrobe Design, Movie Production Set Training, and Music Management Training. So as you can see, there's a lot of different offerings that we have here at Asher, and we want you to be involved in one or all of our programs. Now here are some of our locations and some of the partnerships that we have. Our main location now is in Hampton, Virginia, and our second location is opening soon in Atlanta, Georgia. But one of our partners is Quality Control Music. This is a world-renowned record label that has artists such as Lil Baby, the Migos, the City Girls, and Lil Yachty. Our production set studio is also a partnership that we have with Tyler Perry Studios. Tyler Perry Studios, you know him from India, but he's also a big-time movie producer, and he's partnered with us in order to teach our students how to become production set ready, hair and makeup design ready, and ready to get people ready for movies. All of our facilities are large, and we also have housing options available. Now, this is the moment everybody's been waiting for. How do we come to school at Asher Institute? Well, let's discuss the enrollment process. It starts with your pre-enrollment documents. Those are the number one thing that you have to focus on starting today, is getting your pre-enrollment documents together. Once you get those documents, you're going to pay your USA government application fees. Those two things are how you get started, and it should be the only focus that you have today. But once you get those fees paid, you're going to receive a Form I-20. You're going to take that Form I-20 to your U.S. Embassy interview, and this is where you're going to do your interview and get your M1 visa. Once you have your M1 visa, you arrive to the borders at the United States 30 days before your classes begin, and you start your classes at Asher. Now let's break this down a little bit further. Starting with the pre-enrollment documents. The first documents that we need are your financial records. We have to be sure that you can cover your tuition and your housing fees. Those fees can include the breakdown of your rooms that you're going to be staying in, your transportation, your books, your equipment, etc. You have to show us 3 months bank statements or a valid student loan, sponsorship, or a scholarship, or a combination of all of them. The next thing would be the proof of education. This will come in the form of high school diploma, college transcripts, etc. You also need a passport. This passport has to be valid 18 months after your classes begin, or 6 months after the expiration of your classes. English proficiency scores is only for students who are traveling from non-English speaking countries. If you have an English speaking country and English is what you use every day, then you can disregard submitting your English proficiency scores. After you submit all your documents, the next and important step is your application fees. These application fees are for SEVIS, the Department of State, and your Form I-20 fee. These fees total at $835. You don't have to pay all of those fees up front right now, but you do need to pay the fee for the I-20 because you need the I-20 to possibly get sponsorships and loans to pay for your tuition and your housing. Let's discuss the I-20 a little bit more. Your I-20 is your acceptance letter to Asher Institute. It also has all of the information you're gonna need for your U.S. Embassy interview. You'll receive your I-20 from the Student Exchange Visitor Program after all of your fees are paid for your application. When you get to the U.S. Embassy interview, they're gonna ask for your I-20. But before your interview, we're gonna set you up with a company in your country that's going to train you for that interview, make sure all your documents are in order, and make sure all your fees are paid. Once you go through your interview and you pass, then congratulations. You've been approved for an M1 visa. The last thing you have to do is you have to pay for your tuition and your housing fees. Those are paid prior to coming to the United States. We can discuss payment plans as well. So now it's time to arrive to the United States. When you're flying to the States, you're gonna still need all of your documents. You're gonna show those documents to the U.S. Border Patrol. They're gonna verify those documents with us at Asher, and then they'll let you come into the U.S. border. You're gonna begin your classes at Asher, but before you begin, we have an orientation that you have to go through. This is where you're gonna get your uniforms, your IDs, your equipment, and everything that you need to study in the States. Now here's some contact information. There's an email address that you can send information to if you have questions. But for a faster response, I want everybody to take down this WhatsApp number. You'll get a faster response to your questions there. I'm going to show you a website where you upload your documents. It's called the asherinstitute.org. And to watch that YouTube video again, simply you go to YouTube and you type in Danny Calhoun Motivation and you'll see that video and more. So let's go to the website. I'm gonna share my screen here for you again. And this is our website. It's the asherinstitute.org. This is the site that all of our international students use to upload their documents. It has a lot of information on there, so you guys can visit it right now. But the main thing on this website is applying for pre-enrollment. You're gonna click on this link. Once you click on it, you're gonna put the country you're in, your name, email address, etc. You're gonna choose your program, check off a couple of boxes here, put the date that you're interested in starting, and here's the documents that we discussed you needed to upload. The 3 months bank statements, the English proficiency score, if it pertains to you, valid passport, and your proof of education. You're gonna upload all those documents here. Don't press submit until you have all of the documents uploaded. It's very important to keep everything organized. Now, once you get to the States, this is the website, aiofhampton.edu, that our students in the States will use. It has a lot of information about the school as well. A lot of information.